Sakamoto Days. This is Sakamoto Days, chapter 193, Tenkyu versus Shin. Big ol' action chapter now. We're in so Shin and Tenkyu are fighting. They're doing cool shit. And this chapter starts off with Shin thinking to himself that his power can only be used once per person. And he's realizing that it probably won't work on Tenkyu again. That's when Tenkyu detaches the bow from the bowstring from the bow, and he swings it around, destroying a couple pipes behind Shin. Very fucking cool. Super, super cool.
The bow is made out of adamantium, actually.
The bow is made out of adamantium. It must be. But after he destroys the pipe, some steam comes out, and Tenkyu thinks he's slick. He's trying to hit him from behind, but then Tenkyu does like a leaf hurricane or whatever the hell. What was that one? The flying lotus or some shit.
Is the red line barrage or some shit like that?
No, the thing that he does where he like comes down to the ground and kicks upward, up towards your jaw. I'm talking about Rock Lee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's the primary lotus, isn't it?
Is that primary lotus?
You up and then spins.
Rock Lee was the man, dude. We really fucked him over. He you know how hard you got to kick Sasuke's jaw? He set him flying. Damn. What an L.
Yeah.
Tenkyu is looking down on him as he gets his jaw rearranged from this kick, and Shin thinks to himself, like, whatever, I'll just use my other weapons. And Shin actually starts putting up a fight. He's like, boxing him out. He like axe kicks him into the ground. And he's like, now I'll break his neck. But Tenkyu's like, chill. And he uses, he like, I guess, swipes at the ground, creating debris because he hits it so hard. And, at that point, he realized that Shin couldn't dodge that. And he's like, don't tell me. And then he comes up and bats the shit out of Shin. And continues to create new debris on the ground. He destroys Shin's shins, and he realizes, like, I think I get it now. You're bad when it comes to highly random attacks. Ain't we all, huh? Yeah. I feel like that's everybody. But yeah, Shin is bleeding from his leg. And he's just like kind of wondering. He's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And then he wills himself to move using his ESP powers. And he launches himself in the air right as Tenkyu is shooting him with his arrow. And Shin thinks to himself, like, if I think I can't move, I can overwrite my own thoughts, but I can only use it once. So, shit. So yeah, Shin lunges on Tenkyu, but he managed to dodge and hide himself. And he's like, I can't pick up his thoughts. He must be over 400 meters away. From that distance, your arrows won't reach me, Tenkyu. And that's when Tenkyu flips up his eye patch, and shock of all shocks, he has something underneath there. He basically,
humanity.
This motherfucker has a Byakugan down there, and he's like, haven't used this in a while. Yikes! With my left eye, I can see so well. It almost makes me woozy. And he twists his arrow in the bowstring, and then launches it, and it fucking zooms through Shin's shoulder. And Shin, as he's writhing in pain, I would imagine, is thinking to himself, is like, he wrapped the bowstring around his bow and arrow to make it fly faster and further. And he's like, between your ESP and my arrows, it looks like my range is better than yours. And that is where this chapter ends. Man, crazy. Wrong Burgundy. What do you think about Sakamoto Days chapter 193?
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
This was probably my second favorite chapter of the week.
I agree.
Man, Tenkyu is the real deal. he just figured out like I can like I'm safe enough from a distance. He's clearly much faster than Shen, and from what I can see. And he just said, "Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna snipe you from long range with my adamantium vibranium hybrid bow." So I do like Shen's development. I love the concept of him having rules with his abilities because it sounds like Hunter x Hunter. No, it just adds more depth to the abilities, like, and how it'll help him realize like the tools he has at his disposal. I think this arc for Shin, as far as like training goes or leveling up, is probably more about understanding how to more efficiently use the abilities he already has rather than come with develop something brand new. I do think there's a chance for that happening, like definitely in the future, if not in this arc, but I'd be fine if that was the case. That's a fine form of development. But yeah, I didn't guess that this guy would have a Senrigan. I wanted to use a different Gon.
Yeah, different Gon.
Jutsu Eye. It's not crazy though. It just helps him see a little bit further.
Yep.
So, all right. Those are my thoughts. Wrong Burgundy. What were your thoughts?
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
So the art for this chapter, stunning, stellar. The action, stunning, stellar. But I still can't get behind it, man. I just
oh my
can't.
God.
I just can't give up. Listen, read this chapter without the context that they're in a prison. Would you think they're in a prison?
No.
Tell me, be honest. Yes, exactly. But I figured it out. When I read this chapter, I figured out the problem. Every setting for a fight in Sakamoto days before this, you knew where they were fighting. The environment is a character in the series. You know what I mean? Like the fucking museum. When she brings the car through the fucking wall, the truck. Remember that? When the magnet lady whoosh, brought that shit in? Remember when they're fighting inside the fucking amusement park? They're punching through the walls. In the background, you see the fucking, like the whole carnival going on. Come on. And now we're this. Like, I get it. Like, it's such a good fight, but it's not doing what Sakamoto does best. And maybe this is on purpose to like show that Shin isn't like fucking around or something, or Shin is focusing solely on himself. Maybe that's my only like guesstimate for why this fight, no matter how, even though it looks really good and the art is so fucking great, it just doesn't feel as creative as other fights in the series. It just feels kind of, yeah, here we are, cool fight moment. All right, let's move on. You know what I mean? That's just what it feels like to me. It looks cool, but I feel like the prison aspect of this arc has been taken away since they fought the warden. And I feel like that's a huge missed opportunity for this arc. Because like the prison fight with the warden was so fucking cool. It was my favorite fight in the arc so far. So I don't know. I just can't. I want to get behind it so bad, but I just can't. It's just not doing it for me. It's too lazy. Sakamoto days. It's too lazy.
No.
It looks cool. It looks fucking cool, but you can't just look cool, Sakamoto. Sakamoto has never just looked cool. It's done. Oh, that's so fucking sick moments with the world. You know what I mean? It's just, I've never seen Sakamoto use blank space so often in a fight.
Well, they're using the environment somewhat. I mean, Tenkyu's using the environment to create random attacks and stuff.
Yeah, but the environment doesn't matter like the way that they're using it. What? He slung his bow into pipes.
That's cool.
Ooh, that's prison. Prisons have pipes, guys. Prisons have pipes.
Well, you know what? It's Sakamoto who uses his environment more than anybody. To be fair,
Shin also uses environment, but he doesn't use like random shit. You know what I mean? That's Sakamoto's thing, is that he uses random shit. But Shin's thing is that he'll use the world around him to his advantage. In every fight, think about it. The fucking sports fight with the guy. He fought him inside of a fountain and sumo wrestled him. Remember?
that wasn't that's not sumo wrestling. That's not sumo wrestling like specific. A fountain.
Yeah, but he used the environment. Like, I'm pretty sure he used the environment to his advantage there. When they were doing that whole fucking plane shit, bro, the fucking plane fight. Come on.
The
You
plane
gonna tell
fight
me
was
that's
cool.
not environmental shit? Skydiving, fighting in the air, and then they're fucking swinging through branches and trees and shit. Come on. And then we got this. I'm telling you, there's something going on here.
This
isn't Sakamoto.
I am not as
fraud.
put off by the lack of environmental fighting, because I think the fight scene overall is still awesome.
Come on, the assassin school arc when the dude is like falling down the fucking stairs with the weapon. Come on, man. This isn't Sakamoto. I'm on to you. I am not gonna listen. I'm a big Sakamoto fan, and that's exactly why I'm not gonna let this shit slide. I expect better from this series. All right, I expect better. My dog is scared because I'm
say hello to Lucas, everybody.
You're pogging off.
He's pogging off.
I'm crashing out. Crashing the fuck out.
But yeah, that was some piercing criticism.
Yeah, that's
hey, listen, somebody has to say it. Somebody has to say it. You guys are slacking off. You're letting them get away with this.
You know what? I'll say this. I haven't thought about it like you did. I won't say the same for Chris, but you brought up a good point. And you know what? It could be a little bit better, like the quality of the fight. And that's not even getting into perhaps like the pacing or like how like the sequence of events turns out. It's just a matter of like, wow, this could look a lot better. This doesn't have the Sakamoto feel. But this Shin's being an edgelord right now. I thought of all people you'd appreciate something like that.
No.
Have you outgrown that?
It's not that I've outgrown it. I just feel like I would like this arc a little bit more if it had that Sakamoto flair to it. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's been pretty flair Sakamoto.
No, it's too straightforward. Shin has never been this straightforward. And I think maybe that's the point. Is that he's acting out of character in an attempt to like be something more than what he is. But I'm pretty sure maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point of the arc, and I'm tripping. But I'm telling you, this is very different. This is a very different fight for Shin, series-wise. Like, Shin does not... This is not a typical Shin fight. This dude has so much swag in his environmental fights. It's almost like he's a prisoner in his own mind.
Because he is in prison.
Wait, maybe I'm cooking. Maybe I'm talking myself out of this.
Maybe Sakamoto has been cooking, and you just weren't intellectual enough.
Wait. Next chapter, I'll give it one more chapter before I write it off. Okay, they have to really fucking cook here.
I think they
have
are
to really fucking cook. Because if they prove me wrong next chapter, and it's something like this is on purpose, that's the reason why it's so different, then fine. I'll accept that. I'll take the L. I'll be wrong Burgundy for another week. But as it stands, this ain't my Shin. This ain't my Sakamoto days at the moment. I wish I could like it.
All right. Well,
Chris, what are your thoughts?
I think you're being a little hard on it. I don't feel quite as... I see your point to some extent. I mean, it's not the most bombastic Sakamoto conflict we've seen in a while, but it is still up there, I find. I think it still like has that absurdist flair that it does with his fight scenes. I mean, the guy has a Byakugan. I don't know what else you want.
It's just too much of an open. I don't know, man. It's just too open.
It's an open world. I mean, it's a prison. They're not just gonna have shit lying around.
Yes. What do you mean? It looks like they're inside of a fucking auditorium. They're not in a prison.
Well, it's a different kind of
It
prison.
looks like they're in an underground sewer system, not a prison.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the bottom level is where the fewest criminals are.
So they just they'd be like, "Hey, let's make the shit big for the fuck of it." Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
No,
But I could be
come on.
wrong. I don't know.
Be a little creative.
I think you're being a little harsh on it. I think it's better than you're letting on.
What if there were like a bunch of like obstacles in the way here? Like the reason why there's so much space here is because there's a bunch of traps. So that if prisoners break out, they run into these traps.
Well,
and they
there
die.
are traps, right? Like that guy. Like, oh wait, that was his traps though, I guess.
Make the environment a part of the fight. Come on, get a little creative.
I see your point, I guess. I still think you're being a little harsh on it.
They're missing out on the prison aspect. They're missing out.
Maybe there's going to be more. I mean, like now that Tenkyu's going to be hiding out in longer distances, there's probably going to be more use of it. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
You guys are both petting your pets here. My pets are in the other room. I can't do it. It's unfair.
Well, Coco just pulled up to me. I'm
Huge fan of Coco. Cinnabon's usually in this room when I'm editing, but she's chilling watching TV.
Lucas from
Can you
Getting
repeat
Mad
that,
at
Brian?
Sakamoto. Lucas trying to calm me down from getting mad at Sakamoto.
Yeah. He's your emotional support dog for the episode.
Yeah.
I think this was also my
Sure.
second favorite chapter. I just enjoyed the fight so far. I think it's just like still, it's obviously not the greatest or most like creative fight yet. We'll see. I mean, there's still more time, but I'm enjoying it. I'm also excited to see if Heisuke ends up fighting Torres. I think that'll be interesting because Heisuke doesn't have his sniper rifle with him, so it's just
Ooh.
him and his gun.
Ooh.
You're not into it.
Whack.
You don't like anything about this arc, huh?
Whack. Whack.
Damn.
That's supposed to be Sakamoto's fight. Whack. Wrong.
Damn, Brian.
Shin. No, it should be Heisuke against this fucking archer fuck. Because he's a sniper.
Yeah, but that's too easy.
Too easy. Shin is over here fucking diddling
More
around
variable.
doing
I
would've
some
liked
fucking
Shin to fight
nonsense.
him.
Well,
That's what I thought was gonna
Heisuke's not
happen.
always going to be up against
Heisuke.
snipers,
Yeah.
So he's just gonna go up against a dude who literally has no fucking place in this prison arc.
We don't know why he's
Shit.
there. We don't
I
know
don't
why
know,
he's
man.
there. Maybe he's there for a reason.
Oh man. Hey, listen, this they can always prove me wrong. I'm
I
always
think they
open to
will.
being wrong.
I think they will. I believe it's Sakamoto days. I haven't lost all faith like some people.
I haven't lost faith. I'm open to being wrong. I just feel there has to be a reason why.
Oh, I know you're open to being wrong.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Fuck you.